Welcome to the Microsoft Tips Showcase, where we provide quick, single-topic videos on how to do something within a Microsoft 365 related tools such as SharePoint, Dynamics, Office, etc. These tips are brought to you by SV MacPack, a certified veteran-owned and HubZone consulting firm supporting primarily the U.S. federal government. In support of our customers' need to maximize the value of the tools they currently invest in, we started creating video tips. We hope these videos help you as well. This video is part of a series of videos introducing you to Microsoft 365 as if this was the first time you're seeing any of it. We'll move quickly to keep the video short. Let's go ahead and get started. You can see the first thing we're going to do is just a quick sign in and initial tour. I'm going to switch to a browser. Here's a typical sign on that you would get. Somebody's going to send you a link, a username and a password, or maybe they'll tell you the username and password you've been using can continue to be used. So here we'll just enter in 365 Evangelist at 365evangelist.com. Next, enter a password. Go ahead and sign in. If you get the question about staying signed in, go ahead and say yes. What that does is just remember it. So when you log into Office 365 for the first time, this is the screen you'll see. This is kind of what I'm calling the home screen, the landing page, the home page. And so as you sit there and look at it, you'll notice that there's a lot of stuff on here. We're not going to cover it all. This particular video is just a really quick tour of it. So one of the things I just want to mention is, if you look up at the top left-hand side, this thing's called an app launcher, or waffle maker, if you will, because it looks like a waffle iron. In here, when you click on it, you'll see all these different apps you can click on to launch those apps, hence the name App Launcher. I'm not going to go into each one of them, but you know where that's at in the top left-hand corner. And that's always there in 365. This is a common sweep bar at the top. This black bar across the top is called a sweep bar, and it's designed to be consistent across all the apps that you're in. The next thing you'll see is this Office 365. Depending on where you go, which app you click on as you move forward, this will always bring you home. So if you click on that, it brings you back to this home page here. You'll notice kind of a breadcrumb get created as you navigate further into Office 365. You'll see other links that you can get to. So coming across the sweep bar, you see the notification bell right here. So if I click on it, I'll notice that it's giving me a new notification that I have a new app that I can start using if I want to use it. Notifications are handy both for what Microsoft is trying to communicate out to all of the users, all of the customers, but also organizations can customize this so that they could shoot out their own notifications at some point. The next one, the gear icon, is for settings, and so we'll come back and explain this later, but this is where you have settings that you can change. You have the question mark here for help, and each one of these will be a different little topic we do. Here you can edit your account or your profile information as you move forward. And then clearly you can search for stuff. It's got a search box. These are the apps you have access to, so we'll come back and walk through most of them on different videos in this series. And then you can always explore more apps by clicking here, and as you scroll down, you'll see down here you have all of these apps, and so you'll have access to all these apps if you'd like to explore them more, to learn about them or to actually use them. It's similar to what you saw up here in the App Launcher. So anytime somebody tells you, hey, go to the App Launcher, because you're new to 365, the terms might seem a little odd. Part of my goal in these videos in this series is to get you used to the terms. That way if somebody tells you to do something as they're trying to help you, you'll quickly know what to do. It's like, oh, okay, go to settings. That's always the gear icon. No matter what we say, that's generally there, and App Launcher is always the top left there. You'll see a couple other things as you come forward on this page. Documents, we'll explore that in more detail, but basically this is the hub of everything you're doing within Office 365. Microsoft tries to bring it all back here to your home page to allow you to quickly find what it thinks is the most relevant work that you would want to see, and it generally is a pretty good job. It does a pretty good job at it. So, and then the last one is OneDrive. This links to your OneDrive environment, and if you're new to Office 365, then you might not even know what OneDrive is. So keep watching the videos and we'll be able to walk through that. That concludes this lesson. I hope you found this tip useful as you continue to use Microsoft 365 related products in support of your day-to-day job. Please provide me with some feedback in the comments, letting me know how I can make these tips more relevant and useful to you, including suggesting tips you think we should create. Finally, if you found this review helpful, please share it with others on one of the social media platforms, or just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'm your host, Neil McDonald with SV MacPack. I thank you for joining me today and hope you'll join me again for other tips.